I'm a research plant physiologist with the U.S. Forest Service.
I teach and do research in plant genetics and physiology.
I am a biological sciences laboratory technician.
I'm a PhD student at the University of Vermont.
We work on a range of factors that threaten tree health. Acid rain, climate change, weather extremes, nutrient alterations, that kind of thing.
We started up a relatively long-term, which has been over 20 years now, research project just investigating human impacts on these forest ecosystems.
Early 80s, we and others started noticing red spruce trees that looked like this. We did some pretty groundbreaking work on the impacts of acid deposition, primarily on red spruce decline, but we're now advancing that to more species.
If we value the things that forests produce, if we value timber and products, but clean water and clean air and nutrient cycling and basic things, wildlife, recreation, then we need to understand how all these changes are influencing the forests.
Now, you probably never thought about this.
Why or how plant cells understand how their environment's going?
They have biochemical signaling that lets them know what's going on in the world.
It largely involves calcium.
There are stresses in the world that happen out in the environment.
Acid comes down and leaches calcium and other nutrients that the systems need. And it's that loss of nutrients that is the big impact on tree health and ecosystem function. We've done a series of studies to actually document that, loss of calcium, to document how those stress systems of trees are impacted, and to show how trees then grow more slowly or die more frequently. Acid rain really has its origins with pollution. Burning fossil fuels that puts chemicals, sulfur and nitrogen into the air. Those chemicals mix with the water in the air and create acids.
If you have significant acid deposition and poor tree health, you're going to cut down potentially on the maple syrup crop for the year. You might have effects at the timber industry, and you're certainly going to have effects at the tourism industry.
We're changing whole ecosystems, so we better start, investing time and effort into cleaning up our pollutants.
We want to hopefully get people who can make decisions about policies on pollution to change those policies so that our trees are healthier and our forests overall are healthier, the communities that they support. It's important for us to get our research out to people so that they can better understand what is happening in their forests, and then I think they have a better appreciation for the forest and the things that impact them.
One of the things I often think about is all the fun stuff we've done over the last 20 years. We made some awesome discoveries, made some big contributions, but most exciting about this is we still don't know many things, and it's exciting to help train students so that they can kind of take up where we've left off. There's many more things to discover, and they'll help lead science into the future.
What's interesting and exciting about being a graduate student in general is that you have the opportunity to really work on the front lines of research and be at the cutting edge.
When you finally sit down on the computer and you look at those results and you say, oh my gosh, it showed something significant. To me, that's very rewarding.
My goal is really to continue with this research avenue. I've really enjoyed my graduate career thus far, and really see myself continuing to do this sort of ecological and ecophysiological research into the future, and ultimately teaching as well to kind of disseminate some of the information that is discovered.